Hello, this is Angel on Angel's Thoughts, and today we're going to be talking about the First Amendment. This week we read an article and watched a video about the First Amendment, and I found it really insightful, and I felt that it was very applicable to what's happening currently and things that impact me in my own life. Watching the video, a key point that was brought up was the freedom of conscience, and this is the freedom to think however we want, regardless of anyone else's beliefs. And I think that this concept has been attacked recently when it comes to freedom of speech and the information we take in. Unfortunately, a lot of people get their information from TikTok. It's not a good place to get information from, but I could say at a point it was a pretty good place to get it if you're not actively watching the news or seeking out information of what's currently happening in America. When we look back to times during 2020, the insurrection, Black Lives Matter, I felt like the information we were receiving was pretty accurate, and it was a good way to spread information amongst a lot of young people. And I think 2020 also helped Joe Biden win the election. Like, TikTok and social media was a crucial tool that helped information get spread amongst young people. But now in 2025 and 2026, kind of 2024 through 2026, we can see the attack on information and censorship of people spreading information through these platforms. Even though TikTok is not a reliable source, unfortunately, a lot of people do use it. But now people's ability to be able to talk about issues like Palestine or people protesting against ICE is attacked very easily. Before, people could just speak about it and their TikToks would get millions of likes, but now people have to do their thumbnails about Love Island drama and start the first 20 seconds talking about Love Island when they really truly want to talk about something else, because TikTok will ban your video, get it reported, or ban your entire page. And we can see that people's ideas are getting attacked. And if people are getting their information from TikTok, unfortunately they can't think any other way because they're not seeking out this information. And I think that's impacting people's beliefs. Although being influenced by social media isn't always the strongest way to get information, it's a way that a lot of people got information. But because we're being heavily censored by our government, the freedom of conscience is slowly being taken away because they know, okay, people get their information from the internet, we're going to kind of censor this. And the same thing's happening with books or just certain things where people can really think and form their own opinion. It's going to be censored because the government and people in power don't want us to think any other way that they kind of form us to think. And that's why certain things get really popular. And that also goes into our freedom to criticize. We're not allowed to criticize things. And I feel like it's a double-edged sword to let people have the freedom of speech and to talk, and we're only fed certain things. People can say extreme things on the right side, and that's okay, but the left side, it's not, and it's getting censored and harming people's access to information.